Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I'm not quite sure what we're doing. It does look like something really strange is happening. There's all kinds of craziness going on. Apparently, something was released to some influencers. I don't know who they are. I don't recognize them. But it doesn't appear that it is anything. What it says, the Trump administration originally set to announce these documents and make them available to the public in a press conference this afternoon. Bondi has stated that some of the information is already public and that the real smoking gun documents are being withheld by the FBI. This binder and this morning's meeting is a part of the Trump's administration to push to bring independent journalists and media to speak directly to the highest members of the administration in an effort to be the most transparent administration in history. Okay. Hey, Frazzle, Debbie, and Jerry. So then also there is a letter Hey, Green Eyes. I keep refreshing to see if... Hey, Corn's mom. Okay, hold on. This is who I think... Libs of TikTok. I don't know if anybody knows. I don't know them. I don't recognize them. But they supposedly have it. The problem is, it sounds like it's nothing. Let me see. I know. I'm trying. It right? I mean, are you seeing? Is that what you're seeing? I'm seeing. Yeah, this is not a good look because just don't even say it. Don't tell us. I do have some good stuff to share. Right. Me too. Me too. No, exactly, Jerry. That's exactly right. Okay. hold on. Maybe I did find something. Okay, let's see. So basically what she's saying is that the FBI did not turn it over to her. They didn't give her everything. That's what the story is. But how come she didn't know that already? Right. I want to see people in handcuffs, 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm right. Because there's a lot of people going to go to jail. But then, okay, let's see what this just came out 5 minutes ago. Let's see.
Implicated are very powerful. It's a dark series of events and obviously something that might implicate entire intelligence agencies or very, very powerful state actors. This is something that clearly implicates our own federal government and Bureau of Prisons, our own FBI, and it's all coming to light. This is a live hand grenade. And ladies and gentlemen, the Trump administration has followed through on their promise to at least crack the door open a little bit on the dark Jeffrey Epstein saga. Pam Bondi telling our program days ago that the Jeffrey Epstein client list was sitting upon her desk and that she was going to be releasing it. Well, influencers at the White House got a declassified binder by the order of Attorney General Pam Bondi and Director Kash Patel. That binder was sort of paraded out in front of everybody with no one being able to see what's inside of it for quite some time. All we had was this interview from Alina Habba saying that the contents of this binder is going to send people to prison. But now the New York Post has up an article saying, here's what's on the Jeffrey Epstein list that the Trump DOJ is set to release later today. The list is called a disappointment. The sleuth's eager to find bombshell new evidence about the billionaire pedophile connection, prominent political business leaders. The source who has reviewed the files said the release spans more than 100 pages, including a list of contacts without further context. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten a hold of that list, and while we will leave it up to you to determine whether it is a disappointment, we can tell you that what's being released here is a very large redacted file, something that nobody wanted, and also flight logs that have been public for quite some time. These are large page redactions, ladies and gentlemen, inside of the binder, and kind of our worst fears, right? Giant black pages. And there's a reason, actually, why those pages are black, as Pam Bondi details here in a letter to Kash Patel. I'll read to you from it. Dear Director Patel, before you came into office, I requested the full and complete files of Jeffrey Epstein. In response to the request, I received approximately 200 pages of documents, which consisted primarily of flight logs, Epstein's list of contacts, and the victims' names and phone numbers. Now, all of these things we already have. Right? I just want to, the flight logs have been available since 2016, right here. This flight logs show Bill Clinton flew on sex offender's jet more than previously known. These are the flight logs that are cited here in this article. You can see the names and the numbers, Bill Clinton. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are the files that were released today. You can see the names, Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton. Here are other times when Bill Clinton was listed right there. And here are other times when Clinton was listed. See President William J. Clinton right there. Right? You can see where they're flying to. And here's another one. President Bill Clinton. You can see right there. Okay.
See,
so we've known about
these
flights,
just,
and we've known about Bill Clinton on the flight list. This was a revelation in 2016 that he flew on the jet 26 different times, but not a revelation today. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why there wasn't any bombshell, new details or evidence out today,
Me
but also a
too.
reason why you shouldn't give up hope. Okay, so let's begin. I repeatedly questioned as to whether this was the full set of documents responsive to my request, was repeatedly assured by the FBI that we've received the full set of documents. Late yesterday, I learned from a source inside the FBI field office in New York that they were in possession of thousands of pages of documents related to the investigation and indictment of Epstein. Despite my repeated request, the FBI never disclosed the existence of these files. When you and I spoke yesterday,
Oh, Lord.
you were just as surprised as I was to learn of this information. By 8 a.m. tomorrow, I will deliver the full and complete Epstein files. The FBI will deliver the full and complete Epstein files to my office, including all records, documents, audio, video recordings, and materials related to Jeffrey Epstein and his clients, regardless of how such information was obtained. There will be no withholdings or limitations to my or your access. The Department of Justice will ensure that the public disclosure of these files will be done in a manner to protect the privacy of the victims in accordance with the law. I have done my entire career as a prosecutor. I'm also directing you to conduct an immediate investigation as to why my order to the FBI was not followed. You will deliver me a comprehensive report of your findings proposed in the personnel action within 14 days. I appreciate your immediate attention to this matter. I know that we are both committed to transparency in the American people, and I look forward to continuing to serve our president and our country. Ladies and gentlemen, what this states is what we've known for a very long time, which is that the FBI is in possession of a massive treasure trove of Jeffrey Epstein documents, videos, hard drives, evidence files that were marked insurance policy by Jeffrey Epstein himself in his own handwriting. We've never seen any photos. We've never seen any videos. We've never seen anything. Have they all been destroyed after all these years? I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey Epstein, obviously somebody who was killed in federal custody in 2 administrations ago, right? So there's been a lot of time to cover all of this up. Some members of Congress are not pleased with this, all right? One of them is Anna Paulina Luna. I know the task force were given or reviewed the Epstein documents being released today. A New York Post story just revealed the documents are simply Epstein's phone book. This is not what we or the American people asked for. Get us the information we asked for instead of leaking old info to the press.
Right.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was Anna Paulina Luna. The Epstein list is going to be released and much more is coming. There's currently a war raging within. The resistance within will be beaten and the truth will be revealed. I'm proud of Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. Don't believe anybody who tries to sow discord or doubt, even some members of the Congress and those who you think are on our side. The information will be released directly to the people. Well, there you go. So it's kind of this is the faction here. But the reality exists that the vast majority of what was released today is what's already available to the public. It has been available to the public for quite some time, or is redacted beyond use. And the reason for that is
I know
now detailed in the letter from Pam Bondi to Kash Patel. That, in fact, there is a lot of evidence, arguably the boatload of evidence that is hiding at the FBI and hasn't been released. So, 2 quick addendums here and why you shouldn't lose hope. 1, we believe Pam Bondi. We know Pam Bondi. And we know, as a matter of fact, that she has a dead set to prosecute predators and pederasts. She made it.
Right. She does have a great record. This is the problem, though. What she sent, her sending that letter today, she knew this information yesterday when she said she was going to do this. She wasn't transparent. She wasn't. She knew last night that whenever she said this, that she didn't have all of it. Exactly. Not a good look. Not a good look. Sorry. Hello, Life with Mommy. No, this is not a good look at all. Why do you even say anything if you're going to pull this shit on us? I was trying to get my live scheduled ahead. And I knew I heard that they had been released out, so I scheduled my live. And then I start seeing all this crap. I had some other stuff I wanted us to look at. I thought, well, we might have to wait for some stuff, who knows. But this was a stupid stunt. Oh, there's definitely, Debbie, there are huge people. This is a big deal. There are a lot of people. Is it cosmic? I think I was afraid of it, but I honestly, hey, Panda Berry, I really believed that. Why say anything? Why even say you're going to do it? Let's see what else.
The death penalty in the state of Florida to commit criminal acts against children. This is a woman who's on a mission. Will she be stopped, or has the evidence been destroyed? That's a big question, and question that we sort of predicted here. Here's the hope. The hope is in this clip from Marsha Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn is a senator who's made this her life's mission to get all this evidence out there. Marsha Blackburn saying this is just one brick in the wall. This is one phase of a multi-phase release process that will hopefully bring about a much larger understanding of the clear and obvious intelligence op that was Jeffrey Epstein and what these evil people did. This is what we hope for. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's the full drama today. It was always going to be messy. It was always going to be a live grenade. And I back Cash and Pam Bondi. I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do everything. I believe in them. I think they're going to eventually win. As Marjorie Taylor Greene says, there's a big battle going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to.
The release of these files and the release of this information is going to destroy so many institutions and people. The FBI perhaps being one of them.
Right.
So there's a vested interest in keeping it secret. Ladies and gentlemen, let not your heart be troubled. Here is Marsha Blackburn saying, hold on. This is what's going to happen. We're going to be doing this in phases.
That's exactly right,
right?
Barry.
And so we're going to hold out hope for that. And let's go.
Senator, you said you're going to release what you know. What can you tell us?
Yes, indeed. And I've been so pleased that AG Bondi and Director Patel have worked with me on this. As she said, we have to make certain that these victims, and it is over 250, that their names are redacted, they are protected. And Maria, this is going to be a phase 1 release in short order. I will have the hard copy in my hand. AG Bondi is responsible for what will be the public release on this. She has worked diligently on this, and so appreciative that we can begin to get this information, that we can begin to break apart what became a global human trafficking, sex trafficking ring, about $150 billion a year business. It is time to get some justice for these victims, for these women and children, and this will be a phase 1 release. There will be more to come.
That is.
Okay, so, I'm not down with this. I'm not buying it. She had to know. Hey, Top Hats. No, there was nothing new released. Nope, nothing new. When she said she was going to release it, she knew what she had. So that doesn't cut it. That doesn't work for me at all. Remember, I was telling you guys about Bill Barr. See, there are some very evil people trying to stop this shit. But still, this is very disappointing of Pam Bondi. Very disappointing. I'm so pissed. Right. Right. No. Right. So nothing came out. Well, see, now I have to wonder though, Top Hats. I don't trust. Again, I'm gonna say I don't trust what they're gonna do. It has been broken. It absolutely has. Hey, Zero Jules. I did want to show you guys this. I was telling you guys about Bill Barr last night. He is a sick. Right. No, well, that's just it. Look at how last week when we went over how we've been trafficking children from South America. Look at all that we went through. And that was our government doing that. Remember when we looked at all that stuff? That was really hard to watch. And so, I mean, what? It's almost like, what do we expect, right? Oh, I'm so furious. I am so mad right now. Why say it? Just shut up. So I was gonna. Oh, there are, and I don't doubt there are people trying to stop it. People have been stopping it. I mean, he was murdered in jail. No, there's definitely people trying to stop it for sure. There's a lot of people. I mean, it's never made any sense when you look at, like, right here. I was going to show you guys. So it's never really made any sense how he even had money. Like, that never, where did his money even come from? Initially, even. So that's what I did. I found some stuff. I saw all this stuff several years ago, but I didn't. There's more of the proof and stuff here. Let me see. It goes very, very deep. It's really, really gross. And remember, I was telling you guys last night, Bill Barr's dad. Yeah. Yep. All the way to hell. That's exactly right. I mean, you know, when they killed him because of this shit. Oh, yeah. Well, and that's where there's a lot of talk about other countries even. Yeah, watch. I'll show you guys some of this stuff. Watch.
Expect this, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Clinton will be named as John Doe 36 when the list of Epstein associates from the court filings are made public. This is from a year ago. Bill Clinton's already named. He's already apparently liked them young. And he's already been seen on the island with young women. There are photos of Bill Clinton getting a massage at a private airport from one of the younger women. The destruction of the old political American establishment is at hand. Bill Clinton had Jeffrey Epstein in the White House dozens of times. Why?
Yeah, she was.
Here it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, what else is on the Epstein photos, slide reels, hard drives, security cameras? Every single room was wired. What's in there? Very interesting report here. And you heard Jesse, who's awesome. You heard Jesse on Fox ask about it. Yo, are we gonna get like the security cameras? He asked that of Pam. Now, our sources tell us that what we're gonna get is documentation today. Unredacted.
Hey, this was earlier.
Greatly unredacted
Earlier
documentation.
today.
Redactions only for the victims.
I'm just
and that this is phase one
other stuff
of a large phase of releases about Epstein that the government will be making. Exclusive. The final Epstein secrets Pam Bondi is set to release, and the most sordid yet, all on tape. Get a load of this. Burning a hole in Attorney General Pam Bondi's desk inside the U.S. Justice Department is a file that could contain Jeffrey Epstein's final secrets. As Donald Trump, the new Attorney General, goes through it as a host of famous people around the world, including celebrities, politicians, royals, may be feeling increasingly nervous. Across Pennsylvania Avenue, Pam Bondi's office, FBI headquarters, another trove of evidence, which could include video and audio, remains out of public view. For 6 years since the death of the billionaire serial pedophile, it could be laid bare. From MAGA Republicans, that's me, to members of the Democrat squad, to the White House, there have been renewed drive to lift the veil of secrecy on Jeffrey Epstein. And it could be embarrassing, or perhaps worse, a litany of high-profile figures like Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, and Bill Gates already know they've strayed into the orbit. The FBI records, in particular, could potentially be explosive if they include surveillance video of Epstein's former mansion in New York, his home in Florida, or his Caribbean getaway, dubbed Pedophile Island. There have been suggestions that Epstein recorded virtually everything, possibly with the nefarious goal of collecting and compromising material, blackmail on his own associates. It's been speculated that he collected recordings to pass on to intelligence services, perhaps including Israel's Mossad. We'll get to that in just a second, ladies and gentlemen, because there are deep and dark connections between Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and foreign intelligence services, including Mossad. Ooh, man. The rabbit hole goes so very deep. But let's just take a quick moment and focus in on what the FBI has. Get a load of this. This is just one FBI agent having to speak under oath. How much more do we know? This is just the tip of the spear. Back in 2019, Special Agent Kelly McGuire of the agency's Child Exploitation and Human Trafficking Task Force told a court how her team opened Epstein's safe inside of his $50 million.
Hey, Army vet, I know. I'm really pissed. Super pissed.
New York City Manhattan mansion. They had to use a saw. And once they pried it open, they found diamonds, foreign passports. How many foreign passports? How do you get a bunch of foreign passports? How's Jeffrey Epstein get a bunch of foreign passports exactly? They found CDs and hard drives, terabytes worth of evidence and data. In a closet nearby, get a load of this. They found CDs in a large black binder. In a bin, they found hard drives, dozens of hard drives, marked evidence. Okay. What is this? Clearly came from the feds, right? The label had not been put there by her team, the FBI, or any government agency. The FBI has all of these CDs and hard drives still. So Jeffrey Epstein has a massive box called evidence in his possession, filled with hard drives. Evidence of what? Evidence for whom? Okay. So as we now know what exists at the FBI, let's jump on over to our interview with FBI Director Kash Patel to see Kash's opinion on these files and on Jeffrey Epstein. Luckily, we have a historic record of this that happened live on our program. Let's go.
That is the most important. Restoring trust.
Hello, Shine.
Yes.
In our agencies and departments. That
Good to
the
have
way
you.
to do that is not to get a piñata and just punch him mercilessly and hoping for some bubble gum to pop out. The way to do that is to literally give the American people the truth. And that's what they feared about Donald Trump. He's going to come in there and maybe give him the Epstein list and maybe give him the P. Diddy list. You know, he's going to come up there and maybe do all these things, and they are terrified.
This one right here. See, this is the one
Who's
I
terrifying?
can't stand right here. I cannot stand this man.
Who's
He's a
protecting
sick F.
Jeffrey Epstein? Who protected Jeffrey Epstein? Who inside of President Trump's
he was.
orbit has a very dark connection to Jeffrey Epstein that needs to immediately be investigated? A man named Bill Barr. Bill Barr is the wrong person to lead the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Let's go back to this article.
Right, Army vet.
That was published in 2019. Well. Why is this relevant? Oh my goodness. How deep the rabbit hole goes. Jeffrey Epstein's dead. His victims will never have their day in court, at least not with this defendant. It is critical that his Justice Department conduct a thorough investigation into the circumstances of his death. But how is it that Bill Barr, of all people, is the people prosecuting this? He needs to recuse himself. Why exactly? Let's read. Epstein was charged in July by prosecutors in the Southern District of New York with sex trafficking, conspiracy to commit sex trafficking. They claim that he exploited and abused dozens of minors with victims as young as 14. Okay. They haven't dead to rights on that. An important little historic divot here that has to and must be noted. Because libs will be like, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, we have a photo of them together from like the 80s. Look, Trump's on the Epstein list. When Jeffrey Epstein first caught a case in 2008 in Palm Beach, there's only one member of the Palm Beach glitterati, one famous guy that said, I will help you and I will hunt this predator down with you. And that man was Donald Trump. Danny, please get me proof of this. I want that lawyer. The lawyer who put Jeffrey Epstein away stood out front of the courthouse and said, there's one dude that helped me out, and it was Trump. It's nearly a 20-year-old piece of footage. I know we have it in the archive somewhere. I know it. The lawyer who got Jeffrey Epstein on underage prostitution in 2008 said, yo, there's the only famous guy that stuck his neck out to help me put this predator away was Trump. Okay? Let's just make sure that we got all of our facts straight here, Jack. Donald Trump was the only man who helped. There was something happening, a fifth column inside of President Trump's first term. And there were so many things happening in his first term.
Yeah, there were. And Bill Barr was a big part of all that. So Bill Barr has been part of Jeffrey Epstein for a very long time. His dad hired Epstein to be a teacher. I remember when this happened, he didn't even have an education. I didn't understand how he had a job as a teacher. But Bill Barr's father is very involved in CIA, deep state, crazy bullshit. He's the one who hired him at a school to be a teacher. Yeah, there's a lot with Bill Barr, and I'm so mad right now. I can't even. This is what I just saw 1 minute ago. Pam Bondi has proven herself to be just another unelected uniparty bureaucrat who lies to the public and doesn't care one bit about justice. She went on Jesse Waters and said that she was reviewing and releasing the information to the public. Let me see. Oh, I lost my spot. Dang it. The information she released to a couple social media influencers, not the public, was information that has already been posted on the internet. The excuse that she just found out that New York FBI had held back files doesn't jive. If she thought she had all there was, she would have just said, there's nothing new. And that's exactly right. She would, but she didn't. See, this is, oh God, I'm so pissed. Right. Entertainment. Exactly right. What the Right. Why did they release that? Why did they hand anybody anything? And there was a big show of it. Exactly. That's right. Worse than nothing. Yep. That's exactly right. See, big show though. That's what irritates me. Yeah, people are pissed though. I mean, that's not a good look. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, I'm not. See, it doesn't work because, so this says, see, look at all this. People with these binders. Okay, really? Binders of bullshit. Furious Pam Bondi demands FBI Director Kash Patel investigate why agents refuse to hand over all evidence. She knew it was bullshit whenever they had this photo op right here. Oh, I can't. I'm so mad. I'm just going to see if there's anything. Gene Hackman died. And something weird though, his wife is dead too. What happened with this? That was not her regular smile. She knew. Yep, you're right. Yeah, she does. She knows she fucked up here. Okay, I was gonna say that's weird, right? What? Why have a multi-million-dollar estate when I know, right? Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. Yeah, I'm so mad right now. I can't even think straight. Yeah, that's what I think too. Yep. No, this is exactly right. This Epstein shit, this you're 100% right. This shit has a lot to do with why they tried to kill him. That's exactly right. Because there's so much bullshit. Like he just fell down. Huh. No, you're right, Army, but this is why. Because it's huge. It's actually really huge. No, you're right. He definitely learned the people he trusted last time were wrong. That's for damn sure. And my thinking is just don't say it. Don't say you're going to do it if you're not going to. See, that's not mean what you say and say what you mean. This is not a good look for her at all.
Welcome back to Sky News Breakfast. We have some sad breaking news to bring you that two-time Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead on Wednesday afternoon in their New Mexico home in the United States. That's according to Santa Fe County Sheriff, coming across in the last few moments, saying also their dog was there and no foul play has been expected.
Of course, we're getting very few details at the moment. An investigation, of course, will follow. But Gene Hackman, many viewers will know, two-time Oscar winner, also gained fame, of course.
How is there no foul play? If everybody's dead, that's something weird. Yeah, okay, yeah, that I got it wrong. That was not a good. Right. Yeah. It's definitely suspicious. It has to be. Now, it is sad, but definitely something strange. I don't know how you can claim it's not. Yeah, 95. My God, I'm so annoyed right now. I can't even think straight. I feel like an idiot. Yeah, I like this. Kids were trafficked and raped, and these dumb fucks are happy with a nothing burger. Yeah. Hello, Aquarian. Yeah. That's what I've been thinking people are going to. But if they're not going to come out with anything, no one has to worry. No one has to worry. No one's going to jail. No one has to run because we're just going to play fucking games. You know, this is really irritating. I have other things I can do with my time than this bullshit. You know, I was kind of annoyed when I saw that they gave it to influencers. I don't know. And I told myself, okay, well, you know, there was a time when that kind of stuff would be released to the media, to press, but they're not trustworthy. So I guess, you know, I tried to get my head around not being annoyed with that, right? But to find out you handed them nothing, yeah, I really. And, you know, I got up first thing this morning and started getting shit ready. So trying to figure out what was going on, find some other information, like I was just showing you guys. not taking my eyes off this shit, trying to do my quick chores so I can be ready for this when it comes out. So I wasted my fucking day. You know, that may not mean anything to some fucking people, but you know, some people don't just have whole days to fuck around and do stupid shit. Oh my God, I'm so freaking annoyed. Yeah, right. Me too. Me too. Crazy. Yeah, me too. A lot of them are true. Right. And I'm even still really bad to even get my own head around some of them because it just really is. That's right. Right. Well, that's just it. Typically, whenever somebody really, comes up with something very true, they have to turn it into a conspiracy theory because then people, so then you just look like some kind of nut job when they have to turn the tables on everything. Right, Frazzle. That's exactly right. Some of it is so bad. Right. Right. See, that's just it. I know I will get really depressed about it. I do. I mean, humanity, so many things. I'm like, I know there are so many sickos and I can't stand it. And yes, somebody, the thing is, for whatever made him even finally arrest Epstein, you got to wonder why. Because way too many people were helping him, covering for all of it. And then, that so much, then he had to be done away with because he knew he had too much on people. I do believe that. A crane baby, I do believe that. Well, I know it's demonic. This shit is demonic. There's no question about that. But there's always a reason why they finally go ahead and arrest these people. Just like with Diddy. People knew what he was doing for a long time. He pissed off the wrong person, blah, 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 whatever. You have to wonder, something came up that made him decide to finally arrest him because it's been allowed. He's been allowed to do whatever sick, twisted shit he wanted to do because a lot of sick, twisted people are doing it with him. No, I know there is a lot there. A lot. Here's a good one. I trust this right here is good. This guy says, so much for the Epstein client list. What a letdown. I will say for the first time, I have been disappointed in this administration since they took over. A big nothing burger at Pam Bondi. You flat out lied last night on Jesse Waters. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. Yeah, this is not going over well. Yeah, I don't know if someone threatened. I don't know. You're going to have to get some bigger pants on. You can't be being threatened. Again, you never had to tell us that you were going to do it. She never had to say that she was going to hand it over. Right. I agree with all that. But I just am saying you never had to tell us. And quite frankly, you know what I was thinking this morning? I was really annoyed because I'm like, I'm trying to prepare for this. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know really what's going to happen. And I thought, why did they should just come out with it and not say, okay, tomorrow, that kind of shit reminds me of fucking Justin for All, putting a bunch of shit and Dolly just putting all this crap and it's not true. Their titles and their thumbnails indicating something that's not true. Breaking news. That's the fucking lie. I don't like being part of shit like that. Right. And right. Same with them. Until somebody's been arrested, until you find the child, shut up. Making shit up, being stupid. This is what it reminds me of, though. And that cannot be part of my fucking government. That kind of nonsensical crap. Just don't lead up to anything. Just fucking do it or don't. Shit or get off the fucking pot. What the hell? This is crap. We've all been wanting this information for a long time. We deserve for people to go to jail for breaking the fucking law, for doing sick shit. But what's happened is it's just continued. You've been running kids, trafficking kids from South America up here. The Bidens were doing this. Okay. It all needs to stop. People go to fucking, I would be in jail for way fucking less. How many people sat in jail over January 6th for a fucking lie? A big fat lie that they told, that they created, that they did. But they're going to do the sickest, twisted shit in the whole fucking world. And they just get to. That's all. Say what? Oh. Well, seriously, don't talk to me about that. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. If they're allowed to just fucking traffic children, abuse them, then just shut up. Don't throw it in our face that nothing's going to get done, because that's all that happened right now is you shoved it in our face that once again, they're just fucking allowed. Oh my God, I'm so freaking mad. I'm just shaking inside. I'm so freaking mad. I got up so excited this morning. Do you think so, Aquarium baby? I need people to be arrested. I'm serious. I can't take, I really can't. I mean, we either have law or we don't, but it can't just only keep being applied to us. And then we get to pay for all of their shit, all their jet setting, fucking child abusing. We're paying for this shit. And you're going to come out here and blow a bunch of fucking smoke up our ass? Fuck right off. Fuck right off. Yeah, well, and that's all. That's fine. You know what? No, I don't know that anybody like harassed her for these things. I know people ask her about it. She never had to say she was going to do it. That's the whole thing. I've been waiting for that shit to come out for years. I didn't have to spend every bit of February 27th all wrapped up in this shit. Like, I don't have anything else to do. I put off shit that I'm going to have to end up staying up way late tonight to do. That's fine. That was a decision I made. But for fucking nothing. For nothing. So people can keep raping kids. But I don't know how these, how these women even stand next to some sick, like Hillary, like she's sicker than he is. How do you even tolerate a man that does that shit? Any of them? I have so much respect for my husband, and I'm telling you, if I even got a hint that he was involved in some kind of shit like that, I couldn't pretend I could not. No, fuck no. I can't. I don't have the ability to act like I don't see some bullshit just so I can keep up some good life or whatever the fucking reason is. I don't have that ability. I can't. And these women who have just gone along with this shit for their husband, screw you. I've stayed in bad situations that were bad for me. Bad for me. Or just weren't good for me. Nothing's been horrible for me, but they weren't good for me. But any child being abused or anything, I even get a scent of that kind of shit. She did. Yep. Yeah, Hillary is a very sick person. She's been involved in a lot of bad stuff. She was on the Warren Commission. She was actually kicked off the Warren Commission for unethical behavior, which every fucking bit of that was unethical. Again, something else we are not seeing. Exactly right. Right, Jerry. I want perp walks. I want them. I want them to parade these pieces of shit. Yep. Yep. Senator Byrd and yeah, her friends are some real what's that other one? Oh my God, what is her name? Margaret. Ah. Yeah, her and Bill have celebrated some real sick people. Margaret Sanger. Yeah, they had her at the White House toting her around as some kind of fucking hero. She's a sick. They're all sick people. They're all very sick. No, I don't think they will either. I think I think that the only president that they've ever been willing to do that to is Trump, and it's because of this shit right here that they couldn't have him in there, because he couldn't be bought or compromised. Now, I don't know what this show's about. I don't know what this big fucking bullshit was about, because nobody ever had to say they were going to do it. They never had to. Oh my God, I just feel sick. I'm so pissed. I kind of think you're right about that. I do think that. Yeah, because there's also a reason that a lot of people in government have really, really wanted to keep these antiquated systems of shit. Yeah. First of all, they can keep printing money and they can launder the piss out of it. We've been paying for campaigns. They've been laundering the money to the Democratic Party so we can pay people to go twerk or do some stupid asinine shit. Beyonce, Oprah. Like, they don't have enough fucking money. They got to steal from us and give it to them. Like anybody gives two shits about what their opinion is about anything. If it's not about what they happen to know or do, who cares? Who cares what fucking Taylor Swift thinks about shit? But some people do, though. That's the problem. You have a bunch of ignorant people. They have screwed with our education system. Nobody knows anything. Steal our money for just horse shit, nonsensical. Oh my God. Yes, he is. I've just recently learned some of that. I think Candace just brought that up because I didn't know. I didn't know anything about her parents. I don't care, Right. And that's exactly right. No, 100%, Top Hats. Realistically, yeah, do we want to see all of it? Of course we do. But that's not actually necessary. Somebody fucking better get arrested or I'm going to explode. They could have just exactly right, 100%. And in reality, that's what they should do. Because what are we going to do with the information, quite frankly? To me, I thought it was good to come out. I want to see it. I'm nosy. But not only that, I wanted the people exposed for what kind of people they are. Running around trying to tell us, these are the people who have been enforcing the law on us. And I wanted them to be exposed. But quite frankly, do an investigation. I mean, because how many times do we say, just like with, sorry, just like with Sebastian Rogers, the police don't owe us anything. What they need to do is their job and arrest someone. They don't owe us everything they have. Same thing here. They don't necessarily owe us any of this. Showing us stuff though is good because we've been listening to a bunch of shit for years that is nothing but lies. So that would be nice. I don't know. Show some transparency, something that we can actually believe. Really? When did that happen? I don't even catch her show that much. I didn't realize she was still on. Okay. Scott Pressler says, I like Scott Pressler a lot. Hold on, I'm looking to see what. How do you know that? I think it's rude to do it to Scott Pressler. That guy has been out there busting his ass. Hand him this binder that you can just wipe your ass with because that's. I mean, there's just no good reason to even bother. Okay. Yeah, she is I see that now. Hi, Stacy. We've got bull crap over here. I don't even know how to change my I will change my stuff, but I don't know how to change it now that I use this YouTube studio. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's see what she's doing there. I don't know. Again, that's all well and good to see Gitmo. Show me some people locked up. Lock them up. Let's see what.
This is really pretty. This is the couch that starts at $639. I'm actually blown away.
Well, just got back from Guantanamo Bay with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth for an exclusive look at where the Trump administration is holding illegal aliens. Here's what we found. It's 7:30 a.m. and we just arrived at Joint Base Andrews right outside of Washington, D.C. You may hear the whirring of the government jet in the background. We're about to board. We're going to head to Gitmo. It's a 45 square mile military base in southeastern Cuba, and it's known to many Americans for housing the 9/11 terrorists, including Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. But in the 90s, it was used to hold thousands of Haitian and Cuban migrants who were trying to claim asylum in the United States. But now it has a new purpose.
We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back. So we're going to send them out to Guantanamo.
We're here aboard the Department of Defense government plane on the way to Naval Station Guantanamo Bay, where everybody knows there are flights of illegal immigrants arriving on a regular basis. That is the administration's decision as a way station before they are returned.
Yes, I do remember
President
that.
Trump says he wants thousands of illegals to pass through Gitmo, try to speed up the process. But there are only a few hundred beds at Gitmo to accommodate them.
Happy what?
15 minutes after our plane touched down, a migrant flight from Fort Bliss came in. There are 9 high-value detainees, it's really loud, from Guatemala, Honduras, Guinea, Venezuela, Vietnam. So only 9 in that plane. But the commander told us they can only handle so many at a time, given the hospital facility, the psych facility here. But they're speeding up the processing every day, and it's becoming more efficient every day.
The vehicles that you just saw pull up, they came over on a ferry about an hour ago to get lined
Really,
up.
Bradley?
And right now, you will see one by one, the illegal aliens will come off. They are shackled. They're screened on the site, and then they'll be put into the vehicles. The whole process starts. They go down the ramp.
Well, Obama shut it down, but then he put
and then it's a 20-minute
soccer
drive
field
to the
and
other side.
a bunch of horse shit over
Once they
there.
get to the detention facility, it's about another hour of in-processing that happens. So this whole advance takes about 2 hours total.
9 on that very large plane, but why? People watch and be like, why such a big plane? Why not a small plane?
There's at least 1 ICE personnel for each one of them. There's a medical team on board, so it gets small pretty quick.
We've had groups with more than that. Yeah. I think some of it is maintaining a constant flow with the assets that we have, and keeping that the general pointed out is it's all ICE custody.
How close are the 9/11 high-value enemy combatants to where these high-value illegal aliens are being
They're in
housed?
a different facility.
But how close?
They're close. They're within 50 yards of each other.
Wow.
There's fences.
But there's no way they're going to have any interaction. There's no possibility they'll have interaction. They might as well be miles apart as far as these facilities.
What's your message to the cartels? They're watching all this. What's your message to them?
Oh, my message has been from the beginning, we're taking nothing off the table. Nothing. We will do whatever it takes to secure the American homeland, to maintain our sovereignty, and protect the American people.
Does that mean you're ruling out potential strikes inside of Mexico on fentanyl labs that where we know they exist and we know where they exist.
No, I don't think I ruled anything out. Anything's on the table. The commander-in-chief ultimately, with my consultation and with the chairman and others, will make those determinations, but nothing's off the table. Our sovereignty will be defended.
So the handoff has happened.
Really?
They're coming back. They've already been put in. That's how quick it goes now.
This
How long
right
did it take?
here,
Maybe
this
15 10
Gitmo
minutes max.
situation, or
I once stood here as a fully kitted up second lieutenant on this runway. We stood there for 4 to 5
she does,
hours.
Jerry, she does.
Because you had to get the detainees back in the day, had to sign their own release ultimately. And the guy we were sending back refused to sign his own release back to his home country because, to your point, Laura, he was treated so well here, he actually didn't want to go back to where he was coming from because he knew he'd be mistreated.
And after the illegals were escorted off the plane, we moved our interview into the Joint Ops Center. Just in time for your visit here, the Washington Post has a hit piece out on this entire operation. They're basically saying that 3 of the detainees that were transported out of here last week were, not criminal offenders. They were run-of-the-mill illegal aliens, and they complained of inhumane conditions. They complained of mistreatment, isolation. Your response to that?
That article is BS. It is exactly what the Blame America First crowd will always do, which is try to characterize our efforts, try to mischaracterize our efforts in order to impugn the motives of the President of the United States and his efforts to secure the American people. This idea that people are mistreated is absolute garbage.
But a federal judge stopped 3 Venezuelans from being transported here because apparently, at least temporarily, decided that it wasn't clear why they were being sent here. So clearly, the legal cases are trying to force the administration to give more information, more access to the migrants, more legal rights to the migrants, more access to attorneys, family calls.
That's what they always do. My job as the Secretary of Defense is not to worry about what the lawyers are arguing. I've got my own set of lawyers that give us the legal parameters, and we are abiding by the law completely.
Coming up, we're going to take you inside where the illegal aliens are held at Gitmo.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't need the details. I don't need. And yes, we need to arrest a lot of these people. We got to get them out of here. That was all done intentional, and it was sick. But we need somebody that's high up to go to jail because there's so many of them that are bad, bad, bad. We need somebody big to go to jail. I'm not kidding. It needs to happen very fast. I'm so freaking pissed off. I cannot even see straight. Hey, Mama. Now I just am in a pissy mood about all of it. And yeah, really, just go do what you need to do and don't talk a bunch of horse shit to me. That exactly. What? Yeah, no, I know. But there's just way too many more that need to happen. Okay, now there's some more now here. Okay, so what I'm seeing now is, let's see. Last night, a whistleblower contacted Bondi and revealed that the SDNY was hiding potentially thousands of Epstein files, defying Bondi's order to give them all to her. Okay, right. Yeah, we heard this. Oh, Southern District. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, I feel very sure that there are people going way out of their way to keep this from happening, to keep them from being exposed. I know that. Like I said, these are the reasons that Trump was shot, all kinds of stuff. But again, she knew what she had when she told us this last night. So not letting her off the hook on that one. Not for me. She's smarter than that. She's not an idiot. She didn't need a whistleblower to tell her she didn't have everything. Yeah, this is what's so aggravating, is because we get told something's going to happen and then it doesn't. Like I said, I had better ways to spend my fucking day than playing this stupid game. So, let me see. Oh, God. Yeah, I would hope that she doesn't appreciate being made to look like an idiot, because that's what's happened. And a liar. So hopefully that's what's going to come out of Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened, Mama. So the story is that FBI is not turning it all over to Pam Bondi. But again, and I absolutely believe that. I I totally believe that. But she knew that when she said she was going to release it. So really, Jerry? See, that's another one that I hate to get myself on because I get really, that's one of those I can't deal with. Because look, there's this crazy shit going on with Diego Garcia right now too. And I always have got a hair up my ass with that Diego Garcia. They don't need to tell us they're going to do it though if they're not. I just don't want to hear it. Then they lie and act like they found it. What is that? He was just shot. I didn't know he was shot. Oh, thank you, Aquarian. It was very nice chatting with you. Very much. I hope to see you again. Yes, thank you so much. What in the hell is going on right now? Crazy shit. I don't like it. Oh, cool. Okay, I think this might be it, Jerry.
Pardoned by President Trump for storming the Capitol on January 6th, has been shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy. Matthew Huddle was shot after a traffic stop in Jasper County. Huddle is accused of resisting arrest and struggling with the deputy who was attempting to arrest him. This led to a deputy shooting and killing Huddle. Federal sources confirmed with Fox 59 that Huddle was recently pardoned by President Trump. He and his uncle, Dale Huddle, were arrested for taking part in the January 6th riot.
Okay, so that's not it. It said body cam, and I didn't. Quit lying about everything, people. Quit lying about shit. shoot. Gateway Pundit. Okay, sorry. I've never heard of that. Oh my God, right? I'm like, what is happening right now? Wow. That's crazy. Ah. Wow. That's weird. They don't let that go. That's so strange. Right. No, that's what it sounds. Oh my God. Okay, now there's just a lot of stuff over here I'm getting myself into. Okay. Okay, that's what I should have done from the very beginning is just go to X, huh? Wow, I just keep getting redirected everywhere. Right. Is this what you saw? So this happened right after he got out, huh? Right. There's got to be more. I couldn't hear any. There was no sound. So he gives him a verbal warning for speeding. Okay, due to the felony status. Okay, right. Okay. Today you're going to come with me, the deputy says. I can't. You're going to have to, the deputy tells him. I can't go to jail for this, sir. Don't you do it, buddy, the deputy says, chasing after him. I'm shooting myself, Huddle can be heard saying. No, deputy says. Wow. A subsequent search of the vehicle uncovered a loaded 9mm handgun and a substantial amount of ammunition. The Clinton County Prosecutor's Office has deemed the deputy's use of deadly force legally justified. At no time did Matt threaten the officer's life, only his own. Now, sadly, the sheriff's deputy who shot Matthew has a wife and 3 kids. Nobody wins. PTSD, part of the bigger conversation we need to have about weaponized justice and fix these problems for everyone. Wow. Yeah. No, exactly. No, I know. Well, don't act like that with the I mean, wow. You know, people have to remember the police don't know what you're doing. They don't know you. They don't know what you're doing. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, right. They have to. They definitely have to. So, okay, so Kash Patel says the FBI is entering a new era, one that will be defined by integrity, accountability, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. There will be no cover-ups, missing documents, and no stone left unturned. And anyone from the prior or current bureau who undermines this will be swiftly pursued. If there are gaps, we will find them. If records have been hidden, we will uncover them. And we will bring everything we find to the DOJ to be fully assessed and transparently disseminated to the American people as it should be. The oath we take to the Constitution and under my leadership, that promise will be upheld without compromise. Okay, it's not a good time to say that. Right, and how many have been fired? You know? I know they have whistleblowers that say that people have been shredding shit like crazy, getting rid of a lot of things, you know, all this stuff. I don't doubt that. But I'm just not feeling good right now about this. I'm not. So, okay, I'm going to end this. I will go and change everything I put in there because I really didn't know at the time I created that this was all going to be crap. But I will I'll see anything I can figure out, anything I can find on it. But for now, I'm not feeling real hopeful about it. Not personally. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I love you too. I'm so glad that we got to hang out a little bit. Sorry that I'm very frustrated. And sorry that I didn't deliver squat. But I will be back soon. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Try not to be frustrated. I'll do the same. I'll try. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Love you. Bye.